Growing up, technology was not the largest part of my early childhood experience. I would read books, I went on adventures with my friends and parents. Everything I was doing was part of the outside world, not online. That didn't really exist back then, until the year 2008. The first iPhone came out and my dad had purchased one. I remember my family was huddled outside our car around the phone, just captivated by how advanced this phone was. Technology was really advancing. I believe we were watching this Japanese cartoon called Doraemon, and it was truly a sight to see graphics moving on a portable screen. It was something I have never experienced in my life before, and I was ready to experience more. A few years after we got the Mac computer, I remember writing stories. I was a huge Twilight fan at the time and was constantly wrapped up in a book. Because of this, I wanted to write my own stories. Every time I would have a vivid dream, I'd write everything and anything I could remember. And from there, I continued the story to wherever my imagination took me. And that was my first real connection with digital writing from the start. In more recent times, I'd say early high school, social media was at its birth. I had an Instagram and was connected with friends online for the first time. It was the time to be alive. Day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, technology was advancing. We have Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more applications that are used on a regular basis. It is basically integrated in how we operate on all spectrums of society. More recently, I have started using Twitter and have been following politics, memes, and cute cat videos. It really is just a medium where anything can be and will be posted. And it's also a platform where you can learn just about anything. Andrew Yang, one of the Democrats running for the primaries, before Twitter, I didn't know who this man was. And soon, I had fallen down a rabbit hole of the Yang Gang. The hashtag Yang Gang is just a bunch of passionate people for Andrew Yang and his campaign. As I was uncovering information about Andrew Yang, I found out about the MSNBC network scandal. Andrew Yang may not have been the most prominent figure when he first started his campaign. However, as he eventually began to develop his campaign, he gained supporters, and that is when he started to do well in the polls. But whenever MSNBC was airing any sort of polling information about the Democratic candidates, any sort of coverage on what was happening, they had either incorrect information or completely excluded Andrew Yang. And to make matters worse, when there were debates that MSNBC would cover, Yang would time and time again get the least amount of speaking time, despite having the most coherent answers in comparison to the other candidates. I was mostly shocked when I was reading it, but it really sparked my curiosity on who this Andrew Yang person really is. I began following all these hashtag Yang Gang Twitter accounts. It felt good to know how kind this community is and how they were fighting so hard for Andrew Yang to be recognized. Twitter was able to give me a learning experience. It is truly remarkable how people from all over the world have the ability to connect with one another. Digital experiences are part of my life now, and I don't know if I will ever be able to live without it. Emailing, school, jobs, everything is online. And when I think about the world without technology, it's scary. Who am I going to talk to? What am I going to be staring at 10 plus hours every day? It's something that has consumed me. It's addicting, but also super convenient and very easy to use. I don't know where technology is going to go from now, how it's going to advance. But all I can say, for my life, I think technology, the online world, is truly great.